Let's look at Ancient Dunes Gazebo. When it was built in the 1990s, it was set far back from the rows of dunes. By 2004, the gazebo is barely visible behind rows of dunes. An erosion cycle came into effect, and by May of 2009, the beach had pushed back. 3 days later, a high tide required closure of the boardwalk. Still, you can see how much beach is seaward of the boneyard trees. There are still dunes with sea oats and scrubby wax myrtle, yucca, and other vegetation along the walk. By December of 2009, the dunes eroded to the point where we could see a double-layer boardwalk rebuilt above the original as the dunes accreted. Hurricane Irene ripped off the stairs and the boardwalk, and by 2011, there was just a small edge of boardwalk outside of the gazebo. By the following summer, most of the vegetation had died back as well. However, Irene turned out to be an inlet bypass event and turned the erosion to accretion. Dunes began to grow, and by 2014, the dunes had formed. By 2015, the boardwalk had to be raised and lengthened, and even at extreme tides, you can see how far the gazebo is from the waves. More dunes form in the summer of 2016 and 17. You can barely see the gazebo in this photo. Here you can see it tucked into the dunes. And by 2018, the beach is a long way from the gazebo. The cycle begins again. By 2019, erosion has begun and high tides reach the edge of the boardwalk. For most of that summer, healthy dunes surround the trees and boardwalk. But by the fall of 2020, one of the last remaining big dunes begins to fall. And by 2021, most of the dunes are gone, as is most of the boardwalk. Hurricane Ian took down one of the boardwalk trees, and the beach was able to rebuild somewhat over the summer of 2023. On December 17th, 2023, a nor'easter pushed sand up under the parking area of the gazebo and eroded areas underneath the gazebo. This is what the beach looks like in March of 2024.